Hello and welcome to Meet the Candidates for the November 4th, 2014 general election. I'm your host, Dan York. On the program today, we'll hear from candidates for the State Senate and the State House of Representatives. There are a number of seats open on this ballot, and it's a very lengthy ballot. There are also a number of seats available on the local level, but they are running unopposed. To see the entire ballot, go to the city's website, www.gardencitymI.org. That's www.gardencitymI.org to see the entire ballot. But we will go through the ballot. But again, today on the program, only the State Senate and the State House will be represented. Also a part of the November 4th ballot, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, Michigan Secretary of State, Michigan Attorney General, United States Senator, Representative in Congress, the 13th District. Again, the local races. State Senate, 5th District. Jennifer Reinicki and David Kniezek have been invited to appear on the program. Only Mr. Kniezek accepted our invitation to appear on the program. For representative in the state legislature, the 11th District, Jim Rhodes is running against Julie Plawecki. Both of these candidates agreed to appear on our program. Other candidates on the ballot include members of the State Board of Education, regents for the University of Michigan, trustees for Michigan State University, governor of Wayne State University, county executive. For the county commissioner's race in the 12th district, normally we would have invited the candidate to appear on the program, but incumbent Richard LeBlanc is running unopposed. In the nonpartisan section of the ballot, Michigan Justices of the Supreme Court, Justices of the Court of Appeals, Judges of the Circuit Court, 3rd Circuit, Judges of the Probate Court, another local election, Judge for the 21st District Court, and in this case, Richard Hammer, the incumbent, is running unopposed. For community colleges, trustees for Schoolcraft College. Locally, there is a Garden City School Board election. And again, in this case, there are 4 candidates for 4 seats, so those candidates were not invited to appear on the program since they are uncontested, but they include Patrick McNally, John Thackaberry, Jennifer Vandewater, and Linda Williams. There are a number of proposals on this ballot from the city, state, and from the schools. From the state, Proposal 14-1, a referendum of Public Act 520 of 2012, establishing a hunting season for wolves and authorizing annual wolf hunting seasons. And Proposal 14-2, a referendum of Public Act 21 of 2013, granting the Natural Resources Commission the power to designate wolves and certain animals as game without legislative action. For the county, the Wayne County Retirement Commission proposal would authorize the chairman of the Wayne County Commission to appoint a designee to represent him or her on the Retirement Commission. And now we have several city proposals. We will have an additional program here on GCTV where Allison Bettis, the city clerk of Garden City, will attempt to explain these proposals. They are all charter amendments. They include proposed charter amendment number 1. Shall section 2.02 of the Garden City Charter be amended to provide that persons elected to the office of mayor and city council member shall take office at the first regularly scheduled council meeting following the certification of election results by the Board of Canvassers. Proposed Charter Amendment Number 2. Shall Section 2.07E of the Garden City Charter be amended to add a requirement that the synopsis of a city council meeting prepared by the city clerk shall be published on the city's website or other forms of electronic communication available to the city, and to delete the requirement for the mayor's approval of the synopsis and its publication in a newspaper. Proposed Charter Amendment number 3. Shall Section 2.09C of the Garden City Charter be amended to provide that a person appointed or elected to fill a vacancy on the council shall file an acceptance of office and shall hold office until the next regular scheduled general city election, when the vacancy shall be filled for the remainder of the unexpired term, if any. Proposed Charter Amendment number 4. Shall Section 5.03B and 5.03D of the Garden City Charter be amended to permit the City Council to adopt a proposed ordinance after holding a public hearing on it, rather than having to wait until its next regular meeting, to permit publication of an adopted ordinance on the city's website or other official form of electronic communication available to the city as an alternative to the current requirement of a newspaper publication, and to require that an ordinance be published at least once in a newspaper during the period of the council's deliberation regarding the ordinance. Proposed Charter Amendment number 5. Shall Section 8.02 of the Garden City Charter be amended to delete the requirement for the use of registered mail for the mailing of notices of special assessment hearings to affected property owners, and provide instead that such notice be sent by first-class mail. And finally, Proposed Charter Amendment number 6. Shall Section 11.07 of the Garden City Charter be amended to delete the provisions for the city attorney to be a member of the Election Commission, and provide instead that the city manager shall be a member of the Election Commission. And the Garden City Schools has a proposal on this ballot along with their school board election and its local school district millage renewal proposal, building and site sinking fund tax levy. Shall the current authorized millage rate of 2 mills, $2 on each $1,000 of taxable valuation, which may be assessed against all property in Garden City Public Schools, Wayne County, Michigan, be renewed for a period of 5 years from 2016 to 2020 inclusive, to continue to provide for a sinking fund for the construction or repair of school buildings and all other purposes authorized by law. The estimate of the revenue the school district will collect if the millage is approved and levied in 2016 is approximately $974,101. This is a renewal of millage which will expire with the 2015 tax levy. So plenty of information on this ballot for November 4th, 2014. Again, go to the city's website, www.gardencitymi.org. That's www.gardencitymi.org to view the entire ballot. And again, we'll also have programming here on GCTV talking about the city's charter amendments. So let's begin our Meet the Candidates portion of the program. We will start with the state Senate race and David Kniezek.
Well, hello everyone. I'm David Kniezek, and for those of you whom I haven't met yet, I currently serve the community of Garden City as your state representative. On November 4th, I'm going to be on the ballot to become your next state senator in order to replace Senator Glenn Anderson, who is term limited this year and unable to run for re-election. Before I begin, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who came out and supported me in the primary election. We were able to win every precinct here in Garden City and capture 77% of the vote. So I just wanted to extend a heartfelt thank you for placing your trust in me in the primary election, and that I hope to earn your support again on November 4th in the general. The last couple of years as the state representative here in Garden City, I've focused my time and my efforts on 4 main issues: students, seniors, working families, and veterans. And my focus as a member of the Michigan State Senate is going to be the same. I want to make sure that we can provide world-class educational opportunities for our kids, not just here in Garden City, but across the district and across the state as well. For our senior citizens, I believe that if you've given your life to making Garden City and Michigan a better place to live and work and raise a family, that we should respect that and really get off your back and allow you to live out your retirement in peace and tranquility. For our working families, I believe that we should be doing everything that we can to put more money back in your pockets so that you can invest it in our local economy. That's what's going to create jobs here in the 21st century. And for our veterans, we have to make sure that Michigan is a more veteran-friendly state. We currently have the 11th largest veterans population in the country, but we rank dead last or close to it in many of the factors that judge how we're taking care of our veterans. I've made it a personal priority the last few years to do everything that I can to move the ball forward, working with Democrats and Republicans to try and make our state a better place to live. I thank you so much for your continued support, and I ask for your vote on November 4th. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Hello, my name is Jim Rhodes, and I want to become your next state representative for the 11th District. I'm asking for your vote in November. I'm a lifelong resident of Garden City. I'm married with a wife of 28 years and 2 adult children, both of whom graduated from the Garden City school system. Myself, I graduated from Garden City West High School. After high school, I attended Henry Ford Community College and U of M. I attained an associate's degree in architecture from Henry Ford Community College, and have taken various continuing education programs in purchasing, product design, and business management since that time. I'm a certified motorcycle safety instructor, and I've been doing that since 1979, and you may see us out at Schoolcraft College, Radcliffe Center, Wayne County Community College on the weekends, teaching people the basics of motorcycle safety and management. My community involvement includes serving on the Planning Commission here in Garden City for 12 years. I've been a precinct delegate for 15 years. I've served on the Governor's Motorcycle Safety Advisory Committee for the past 5 years, specializing in motorcycle safety. I'm a founding member and past president of Abate of Michigan, and also of the Motorcycle Riders Foundation out of Washington, D.C. Why should you elect me? I understand that there are unintended consequences of legislation that I may be passing, and I've always considered this in legislation that I've dealt with in my activities in the Capitol. Owning a small business for over 20 years and working previously as a general manager for a large multi-million-dollar corporation as the product design manager, purchasing, and plant operations manager, I've gotten an invaluable experience in how the government interacts with business, both small and large. I designed products that people purchased to make a comfortable living with. Again, this has given me an invaluable working view of the costs involved in maintaining a business while dealing with the state bureaucracy here in Michigan. For the past 35 years, I have effectively been working in Lansing and in Washington, D.C. as a citizen, changing legislation that has helped people in their daily lives. I've testified before dozens of committees, fought toe-to-toe with lobbyists, including the insurance industry, and have been able to come to a consensus with people from both parties to vote on bills that deal with issues that matter to people of the state. You may remember, for example, a reimbursement on your no-fault insurance approximately 10 years ago of $150. That was a project that myself and several other members of our organization were involved in. I've always done this as a volunteer. This is how our form of government is supposed to be conducted. After these many years of being on the citizen side of the table, it's time for me to step up and run for office on the political side. I want to help improve the quality of life for the people in the 11th District. My neighbors and I, along with you, are struggling with terrible roads, high taxes, poor services, questionable educational concerns, and a state government that is more concerned with political posturing than is what is best for the people of the community. With your help and your vote, we'll be able to send me to the state capitol, someone who's from the district, who knows the political system, the ins and outs and the idiosyncrasies of the system, and help to get people in this district to improve their lives. My objective is to work with the individual communities, to work with the leadership to identify problems and concerns of each community, since the diversity of the district dictates that each community has its own concerns and problems. For more specific information, you can contact me at facebook.com/Rhodes /Jim Rhodes State Rep or rhodesforrep@yahoo.com. That's RHOADESFORREP@yahoo.com. Please vote for me in November. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Julie Plawecki. I'm the Democratic candidate for State Rep in the 11th District. For those of you who don't know me, I will give you a little bit of background. I've been married to 26 years. We have 3 daughters who, as of last month, are all in college. And so I know firsthand how expensive it is to send your kids to college. And for some, it's financially unattainable, and that needs to change. I have lived in Dearborn Heights for over 20 years. We raised our family there. I have a Bachelor of Science degree from Oakland University. I have a secondary teaching certificate from the University of Michigan Dearborn. So I taught for 13 years, the last 10 of which were at St. Robert Bellarmine in Redford, where I taught science and math to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and I was a Science Olympiad coach. I've watched over the years as public education has declined, and I decided to get into this race when there was an opening. Because I thought, as a person with an educational background and experience, I could go to Lansing and I could try to make some positive changes to return Michigan to its former excellence through the use of higher standards, which we have with the Common Core, a test that's aligned to those standards, and by giving teachers an opportunity for professional development so they can learn tools to excel at teaching those standards to their students. This year we saw taxes put on retirees' pensions. They were unexpected. They were not planned for all these years, and so it's very unfair. There are hardships that they are feeling now because they were not prepared for this. That needs to be changed because the golden years for them should be golden. They should not be golden for the corporations who are paying higher or fewer taxes. Our roads and our infrastructure continue to crumble, and it appears that funding and compromise are scarce in Lansing. So hopefully they'll get that done. They'll get some sort of a package going and some legislature going before the end of this year. If not, that's the first thing I would like to approach if I get elected. There's been a compromise in public safety. We've seen it in some of the communities in this district. There are fewer police officers, there are fewer firefighters, and if we want people to come and live in our community and open up their businesses, they need to be safe communities. So we need to change that as well. I have garnered the support of several local unions. The UAW is supporting me. The AFL-CIO of Michigan is supporting me. I have the MEA, the AFT, Police Officers Association of Michigan. I have the Sierra Club because I do like our environment and want to protect it. And locally, Mayor Walker is endorsing me. So we have a lot of work to do in Michigan, obviously. I hope that when you go to the polls on Tuesday, November 4th, you will consider voting for me as your next state rep, because I want to fight for this community, I want to fight for my district, I want to fight for the state of Michigan, because we have a lot to do. So thank you.
So that's Meet the Candidates for the November 4th, 2014 general election. My thanks to all of the candidates who appeared on the program. Don't forget, you can see this program the 3 weekends prior to the election on GCTV at 10, 2, 7, and 11 on Comcast 12, WOW 18, UVerse 99, or you can watch this on YouTube throughout the election season. For all of those links and all of that information as to the time this will air, go to the city's website, www.gardencitymi.org/GCTV, for all of the broadcast airing information and streaming information on this program, and also go to www.gardencitymi.org for the ballot proposal itself, for the entire ballot itself, all of the candidates, and all of the ballot proposals. My thanks to Christian Gibbons for producing today's program. I'm Dan York. Make sure that you get out and vote on November 4th. Thanks for watching, and good night, everyone.